Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Permission to Live in the End. Here I am in my car again, actually out and about. It's first thing in the morning on a Sunday, and I decided, you know what? I want some pancakes. So I got up to come out and get some pancakes. So that's what I'm about to do. But I was just thinking about, once again, why I named this channel Permission to Live in the End, and an interaction I had recently with a new client. And also the type of work that I do as a manifest coach. I help professional women to answer the call to your soul calling career by also helping you to learn how to stop worrying about the how. And I was just thinking about my process over the years, and the one thing I have always had to do when it came to a fork in the road of making a decision between where I was at and where I was desiring to be. And let me just back up and say that what I'm talking about has to do with where we spend the majority of our time on a daily basis, whether it's at home, out in a brick and mortar circumstance, whatever. But we spend the bulk of our time in putting our hands to work to do a particular job on a regular basis, whatever that may be. And I help professional women to answer the call to your soul calling, so that you're no longer responding to the survival program of what it is you thought you had to do in order to support and take care of your family, to this space and time that or to understanding that we actually really can do what our heart and soul is calling us to do, what we absolutely love to do, and support our families at the same time. As a matter of fact, it's all we've been taught to compartmentalize every single aspect of our lives. And frankly, if you stop and pay attention, yes, you get up and go to a job, or you go, to work within your home or what have you. But you'll notice that you can't separate yourself and how you might be feeling, what you're thinking, and what you're processing from what it is that you're doing. So as much as we like to believe that that's possible, if you stop and process whether or not you've been able to do that, you'll realize that no, you've not been able to do that. It all ends up being one and the same, or your perception helps you to understand that it's all one and the same. So if you're bothered by what it is you get up and put your hands to do on a daily basis, it affects you personally. It doesn't compartmentalize itself out and go sit over here somewhere while you're feeling, it just doesn't work like that. So anyway, I was just processing the fact that every single fork in the road that I have ever, taken in order to move from where I'm at to where I desire to be required me to first stop and give myself permission to spend time, processing that information, to give myself permission to say, hey, you know what? I really don't want to be doing this anymore. Or I want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing this. I want to be doing this. Right? And I find that I need to explain or go deeper, which is an awesome thing, when I'm talking to people about making a decision. When I say to make a decision about something, a decision is a decision is a decision. It is not what people tend to do is believe that in making a decision about, I don't want to be doing this anymore, I want to be doing something else. They believe that you automatically have to know the who, what, when, where, how. They believe all of this has to take place at the same time that they're making a decision. And I am here to tell you that that is absolutely not true. A decision at least in terms of how I teach it. I'm sorry for my nose is itchy all of a sudden while I'm talking to you. But when I say to make a decision, I'm talking about if you have been doing something for quite some time that you do not want to be doing, or even, I don't care whether it's been for a while or it hasn't been. But when I say to make a decision, I am stating for you to say, yes, I am ready to stop doing this. What I'm talking about is an accepting of your present tense emotion and feeling with regard to something, which in and of itself is the only action you need to take right at this very moment. Now, do I mean that other actions aren't going to come? See, here I go again, itching my nose. Do I mean that no other action is going to need to take place at some point? That is not what I just said. I said right now. You need to feel, understand, know, hear yourself, and accept that you are saying right now that I hear myself, I feel myself, I acknowledge myself, I honor myself in the fact that I no longer want to be doing this, or I want to be doing something else. I accept this. You're saying yes to this. And that decision in and of itself is the only action you need to take right now. And here's why it's so important to zoom in on this and pay attention and understand how important this is. Because your body, all of this time, has been gaining the momentum of a certain thought process along with those feelings, imagery, all that came along with the momentum of what you had been doing in the past. And when you allow yourself a space and time to accept something else, your body's neurology needs that time and that space and that allowance to allow you to simply feel the acceptance of the new neurology that's beginning to take place in your body. And that does not require all this other stuff that we're thinking it requires. It only requires right now, at this moment in time, and however long it takes for this to now feel natural to you versus what it was feeling, prior to your being accepting. It takes as long as it takes for it to go in, sink in, begin to change the neurology, and for you to go from perhaps not necessarily believing fully what you're saying to your body accepting this new information into your state of being. So I just wanted to stop by and share that a decision does not require all this other stuff that we've been trained and we've been believing as a familiar way or thought in terms of what a decision is. A decision is an allowing for the new neurology of what you are now accepting as what you want to do, listening to your heart and your soul, of what you actually want to be doing versus the momentum of what you had been doing in the past. Just wanted to stop by and share that with you this morning. Don't forget to click, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Going to get these pancakes.